Really liked this movie, and Wesley Snipes was perfectly cast for Blade. Kind of like Hugh Jackman with Wolverine. He was just really good in this movie. And a person I did not expect to see in this movie was Donald Logue, the guy that plays Harvey Bullock in Gotham, and he was also in the Silent Hill reboot that I watched. And I actually did a review on all 5 seasons of Gotham if you want to watch that. But I watched Silent Night before I made reviews, so if you want to comment, I might rewatch that, depending on if I find it on any apps, since it's not one of the movies that I own on DVD. Anyway, this movie, Donald Logue actually looks, exactly the same as he did. Anyway, I was surprised that they killed him off, near the end of the movie, but kept that one girl alive that barely did anything longer than him. And he died before, all the nameless minions died. He was, the first one killed. They showed how hard he was to kill, because he escapes death, 3 different times in that movie. Then he gets killed with, one swipe of a sword. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. The special effects are mostly still pretty good, but sometimes it doesn't look the best. But, for a 90s movie, it's still pretty good effects. Deacon was pretty cool, but, he didn't really do anything too much in that movie. Whistler was cool, and I really liked his death. It was a sad scene, and it was pretty unique, too. I really like that they gave this an R rating, because it definitely really helped the movie. Because Blade's a violent hero in the comics. He kills vampires for a living, and they used it all to their advantage. They didn't use too many F words. Fuck. I don't want to say that for YouTube, in case I ever get enough subscribers for this video to get monetized, but whatever. And, anyway, they don't say too many of those, even though, it's an R-rated movie. They use it for the gore, which is what Blade is. A gory villain, a gory anti-hero. Because, he kills a bunch of people in a casino, a bunch of vampires anyway. Burns Donald Logue. They have a whole interrogation scene. And then they're with that one lady, and they just keep burning her every time she badly lies. Then, there's also the deaths. Because Deacon's fake out death was awesome. He got his arm chopped off, then chopped in half, and then he just grows back together because of his newfound power. Though, he was shown to be really tough in the boss battle. That made him look like a bitch in the end. He just gets a bunch of serums thrown at him because of Blade's skills. And, he just loses. Probably a 2 or 3 minute fight, maybe less. How he gonna build him up as, this super tough guy and make him lose that fast? But yeah, not really anything wrong with this movie. I really enjoyed it. It could be funny at times, and it was just an enjoyable movie. Donald Logue was, already a pretty good villain in here, but he did get annoying at times for this role. I definitely preferred him in, Gotham and Silent Night. He was a pretty funny character. But he was only okay in this movie. And I thought through this whole movie he was going to get betrayed by Deacon. But him getting killed by Blade in one swipe of a sword was definitely a surprise.